I'm here at the Our Memorial Coliseum Sport, Lake, and Cabin Show. They said they'd have some RVs here, so I figured I'd come check it out. Jenny isn't with me on this trek, it's just me. She's out visiting a friend about 5 hours from Fort Wayne, so it's just me today. I already miss her. So lonely. Anyway, I'm gonna check some stuff out. They got this tiny home behind me that I'm gonna see, and they got some other weird stuff around here, so let's check it out. Alright, I gotta look at this thing. It's called a Micro Mini. It only weighs 3,000 pounds and it is tiny. And that's it. I think if me and Jenny were the only ones going on the road and we didn't have a dog or cat, especially not the rabbits that need a cage, something like this would actually be viable, but yeah, that's it. This is the living space. This is one tiny bathroom. See? And that's it. Your shower just has apparently a little drape that goes across. Oh man. Okay, never mind. They're asking $16,500 for this thing when me and Jenny, the Springdale fifth wheel we're looking at getting is $20,000. So I figured something like this would be really cheap, but it's not that much cheaper than our fifth wheel. Never mind, we wouldn't be doing this. All right, walking into an open range roamer. I've never even heard of this brand before. It looks pretty nice. Kind of looks like something comparable to the Montana maybe. Let's go ahead and check this place out. Oh. Bedroom's nice and spacey, but it's only a queen size bed. And that's, if I'm gonna be paying $50,000, I better be getting me a king size bed. Bathroom is very spacious though. This is a pretty big bathroom for an RV. I mean, I can spin around in this thing, wave my arms around. Looks like they might have just taken some room away from the shower though, just for the room overall, because shower's not all that big. I can turn around, but I'm a pretty small guy, so. This entertainment center looks really good. And this must be made for a big family because look at this dining area. That's a lot of dining space. I don't think me, Jenny, and a dog are gonna use all that up. All right, let's look back here. They got front living in this model. Well, this is pretty nice. Something I find kind of funny is a mini fridge. I mean, is the fifth wheel too big? You can't just go to the fridge right in the other room and grab something to eat. you need the mini fridge here if you're. I don't know. I just find that kind of funny. Looking at fifth wheels and stuff, me and Jenny are always looking at what we need. Not what is convenient or nice. I guess some people with a little more money than we have wouldn't mind spending some money. They'd probably think, oh, a mini fridge, that's cool. When I look at it and I think, oh, that's just added weight, that's added cost. Why would I want that? Why would I want a second fridge to suck more energy out of my batteries? But that's another thing. Most people don't power their RVs with solar. We are, so something like another mini fridge is just gonna sap more electricity. So why would I want that? But I guess for some people it's cool. All right, going into another open road, triple X model. I actually really like the floor plan in this thing. They've got a big living room up front, kitchen in the middle, and then in the back is our king size bed and a spacious bathroom here in the back. Yeah, I really like the floor plan of this model. The shower is nice and big, you know. I can definitely move around in here. Bathroom overall is real big. We got plenty of storage, it looks like. Yeah. Bedroom. Definitely have plenty of storage in here, and I'm sure there's under the bed storage as well. That closet is big. Jenny would freak about that. Yeah, that's a nice model, but I'm asking $62,000 for that thing. A little much for me, but it's a good looking unit though. Just a little pricey for me. Alright, so I'm gonna check out a toy hauler, because why not? It's not like we'd really get one, but I don't know. I just kind of want to check one out. This is a Forest River Vengeance. I think I find it funny how toy haulers always have like overly masculine names like Vengeance and Carbon, Avalanche, you know. I guess that's their typical market. So the inside of this thing looks pretty good. I mean, looks pretty good. I'm a fan of the blue accent lighting, and it's kind of neat. There's a nice big bunk up here that we could have Jenny sleep in. So she would sleep up there, of course. And then my bed, since it's only a queen size bed, would be right there. And that's where I would sleep. Or probably the other way around. But yeah, it's a nice unit. Nice big bathroom. I like this bathroom. It's nice and big. Shower is a good size too. Certainly big enough for me. It's not like we would ever get a toy hauler, but I figure, hey, I'm here. May as well look through it. Alright, well that's enough for the toy hauler. I guess I'll just... Okay.
Stop by and join me. I will be here through 6 o'clock. Normally here on Saturdays. Today, it's Friday. With 96.3 XK.
I didn't do it. Let's get out of here. This is a Melbourne 24L Class B. And me and Jenny haven't really looked at many Class Bs, but now that I'm in one, I kind of know why we stayed away from Class Bs and Class Cs. There's just not a lot of living room in here when you compare it to a fifth wheel. I mean, look. And that's it. So, I don't know, the amount of living room you get in a Class B is just not as much as what you get in a fifth wheel. And they're expensive. This unit is $82,000, whereas my truck and trailer is gonna be far less than that. Even if we got the Montana, we would be under $82,000. So after touring that, the fifth wheel just makes even more sense. Alright, I spotted the Montana. I gotta check it out. Yeah, these are just beautiful. I mean, everything about the Montanas I just love. They're just so homey is the big thing about them. They got, you know, the countertops are real, the couches look real plush, the fireplace looks great. The fridge is even an RV fridge, but it looks great. You gotta check this thing out. This is even the model me and Jenny wanted, which is killing me. We've been bouncing back between the Montana and the Springdale, and we just love this model of Montana so much, but it is just so expensive. You know, we want to have a bigger cash cushion than what we would have if we went with the Montana. So that's why we're looking at going with the Springdale, so we'll have some more money in our pockets when we leave. But man, this thing is beautiful. What I'm gonna miss in the Springdale is this nice big pantry. Springdale doesn't have a pantry quite this size. It's just got some drawers. Good looking bathroom. Molded in sink instead of, you know, some cheap plastic thing. Nice big shower. I mean, this thing's pretty big. I fit in here perfectly. I can definitely turn around. I can spread out. Ceiling's high enough. Big thing we're gonna miss getting the Springdale instead of the Montana is this thing has a king size memory foam bed, whereas the Springdale just has like some cheapo queen size bed mattress. So we're really gonna miss out on that. Oh, they just had to bring this model of Montana, the 3160, the exact model we were looking at. Of all the models that they've got on their lot, they had to bring the one. This is the only Montana here. Oh, it's calling to me. It's calling to me. This thing is beautiful. Shoot. Yeah, I don't want to leave this fifth wheel. I think I'm just gonna hang out in it the whole show. Whole rest of the day, just hang out in this thing. Look at these huge sinks. Sinks are massive. Oh, they're just massive. Countertop is real. RV refrigerator is massive. Convection oven is huge. Got a stove. I love this fireplace. Fireplace looks great. Soundbar. Oh, nice big TV. I love this thing. Alright, I guess I have to leave sometime. Alright. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave this thing. I want to stay in it. But I guess there's more stuff to see, so... Alright, let's go. Bye-bye, beautiful Montana. Bye-bye. Well, unfortunately, as far as fifth wheels go, that's about it. They've got a lot of travel trailers, but me and Jenny already know that, you know, we don't want to go with a travel trailer. We're definitely sticking with a fifth wheel. I knew the Sports Lake and Cabin show wasn't going to have a whole lot of fifth wheels. They've got a lot of other stuff. But next week, there's a huge RV show here in the same spot that Jenny will be in town for, thankfully. Hopefully they've got a lot bigger selection so that we can check out a lot of different models, you know, just to make sure that the Springdale that we've picked out is actually what we want. I'm gonna go check out that tiny home that they've got here because, you know, why not, right? That was pretty cool. There's some interesting things to see. That tiny house was pretty cool. That was the first tiny home I've ever been in, and I was actually blown away by how inexpensive it was. I thought that thing was gonna be, you know, $80,000 to $100,000, but it was actually only $60,000. But that was it. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to that show for me to see. You know, it was more of like a hunting and fishing show that just so happened to have RVs. But like I said, next week, Jenny's gonna be back, and we're gonna go to the real RV show. It's supposed to have a lot more models and a lot more companies there. So hopefully that's a lot bigger show as far as RVs are concerned. But this was fun. It was neat to see some things. It was neat to walk through that tiny home. And yeah, catch you guys later.